Hey everyone, I'm Eric and I'm here today with your daily dose of hope. Today I'm going to share the story of when Jesus calms the storm on the sea. If you're familiar with the Bible, it's a familiar story. Jesus and his disciples, it's evening and they set out onto the Sea of Galilee. And when they're in the middle of the sea, all of a sudden a storm hits and there's waves crashing up against the boat, water's filling into the boat, and the disciples are freaking out while he's asleep in the back. Okay, and I want to pick it up at that point. Mark 5, verses 38 through 40. But Jesus was in the stern, asleep on the cushion. And they woke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" And he awoke and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. He said to them, "Why are you so afraid? Have you still no faith?" So there's two things I want to point out there. Number one, the disciples, despite all they had seen Jesus do, they were still afraid, right? They had seen Jesus do miracles, they had seen him heal people, and yet they're still freaking out in that moment. Jesus, on the other hand, right? He just gets up and says, "Okay, you guys are freaking out." Boom, wind, sea, stop doing that. And then what does he do? He asks them questions. There's two questions he asks. The first one is, "Why are you so afraid?" And the second one is, "Have you still no faith?" See, Jesus, he wanted them to stop being afraid and to instead have faith. And that's the same thing that he wants for all of us. All right? He's here with us and he wants us to not be afraid and instead to have faith. And that makes me think of a story. About a decade ago, my wife and I, Melanie, we were in the Peace Corps. And when we got back from the Peace Corps, we weren't quite sure what we were going to do. And so we spent a lot of time thinking and praying about it. And we decided to move to California. A couple of North Dakotans moved into California for my wife to go get her master's degree. And between the time we made that decision and then when we moved, we found out that Melanie was pregnant. We found out that we had crappy insurance for her pregnancy. And then I didn't have a job. So we're making this move. Those are three pretty big things and can be pretty scary things. But I remember we had a lot of faith. Like we had prayed and we'd gotten to that point and we just had faith as we moved out there. And I remember over those couple months while I was trying to find a job and we were trying to figure out all the baby and insurance stuff, God just gave me this peace. And I think it came not because of anything I had done, but I just chose to have faith and God rewarded it by giving me a peace. And after those couple months, God provided an amazing job. He took care of all the insurance issues and we found an amazing doctor and everything was great with our daughter. And it was just amazing to see God do things in a way greater than we could ever have imagined just because we had faith in him. And I just want to share that story with you as an encouragement that in those moments of fear, have peace and be still. All right, have faith in Jesus. Have faith in the Jesus who calmed the wind and the sea. Have faith in the Jesus who conquered the grave and defeated death. Have faith in the Jesus who loves you more than you could ever imagine or fathom. Have faith in him. See, Mark shared a story about how powerful Jesus is. So no matter how overwhelming or scary a situation may seem, remember that you have the all-powerful Jesus with you. I hope that serves as an encouragement to you today. God bless.